Okay, we're back with another showcasing of gear. So we're back with the Colossus. As you can see, we're back in the social hub again, and there's only about one person here right now, so that makes it real easy. To oh, somebody else just came in, so we'll just greet them, let them know we're friendly. Oh, this guy's coming over, or maybe he's just going to the leaderboard. No, he's looking at me. I don't know, maybe not, but so today we're going to look at, well, we'll get out on Bastion and go over it, and then that way you guys can see we're, as the usual, going GM1, testing it out. And once we get out in the Bastion, we'll kind of, we'll kind of go over, talk about what we're going over. And it went a little too fast, but I didn't have any consumables. I would assume at this point it's known, but just want to make sure everyone knows I'm not cheating. Not trying to oversell the Colossus. They do good damage in general. But I'm not a Colossus main. I play Colossus a lot, but I'm definitely not a Colossus main.
All systems check out. Beginning to review incoming comm traffic for unusual patterns.
So I wanted to make sure I showed that rival animation off, because I actually found out on accident that it opens up your like shield or overhead console. I don't know, but let me show you real quick with that. So for that, oh, I can't show you in here. That sucks. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, so for animations, you want big arms. It's big arms or no, sorry, yeah, big arms is the only one that when you come in, it doesn't do it in here. Oh, it does do it in here. Okay. It'll actually open your lid. So if you have, I don't know if I'll be able to go between armor while I'm here. I will. So if you look at this armor, you can kind of see like some of them are opening and some of them aren't. So like right here at the powerhouse, it actually does not appear to be open. Whereas if you look over here with the bombardier, it actually shows in the image that it opens. So like up here, bulwark, it does not open. But over here, it does open. So I can just show you real quick and go over to animations. So that's the only animation that I know of, arrival-wise, that will open. Let's go ahead and switch back because I prefer bombardier. So in case you guys were curious which one that is. And then as far as, since we're on it, as far as animations go, for the victory poses, the only ones that cause it to open are, to see it doesn't do it for victory, is Supermodel and Raise the Roof. Which I know Raise the Roof has been cycling through in the store, because I didn't get it the first time it came through. I did get it on the second time. And then Supermodel, I think, was earned in Season of Skulls. Or no, actually, it was before Season of Skulls. It was Cataclysm. So if you didn't get that, then you're probably not going to see it till 2.0. But we'll get on with this. Oh, sorry. Well, here, let me move around so I don't get timed out. We'll go hang out over by the bonfire real quick. And I definitely, if you haven't done Season of Skulls before, I would go fly around Fort Tarsus's exterior, because they got a lot of things going on out here. These guys put in a lot of detail last year for the Seasons of Skulls, so I'm glad they brought at least this back. I really wish they would have brought back the Hood Challenge or something for Season of Skulls, but this is pretty good though. I'm happy with this. Okay, so onto the gear. So loadout. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Ordnance launcher. Kind of like with what we've been doing, we're going to try and stay on that specific gear slot, and then we'll switch over to the other ones on the javelins. So we're going over Vassa's arc. As usual, I've got two of them. One with a lot of damage, and then one with a lot of charges. So this one is my damage one. This one is my charge one. I'll stick with the charge one for this, because I kind of want to... Well, I kind of want to show you what really good charge is. Unfortunately, this one has a lot of damage as well. Well, not as much damage. Okay, so this one's got a decent amount of damage in it, but you'll kind of see like how I use this. And actually, I want to change something real quick. I want to show you guys a trick you may not know about, but I'll show you towards the end. So, just kind of warming up, getting back into flying around thick boy. Okay, I think we're good there. Okay, I was wondering what was going on. Yeah, this is all just warm up for me. Unfortunately, you're watching it, so okay. So we will go back over to the Necropolis, and if it looks like there's an event over there, we'll just take a look at it and swing on by. We're not actually going to go into it. Yep. Faye's going to talk to me here about it, I'm sure. So, oh wait, no, the brutes are here. Okay, so good. GM1 brutes. Let's see what it does. I'm just gonna hold my shield up and just take it. So, I probably should have talked about this, but I'll let you kind of watch it just tick away at the brutes. So GM1, no surprises, does pretty good. Okay, so let's get away from this because it's about to open. Actually, we can. No, we'll get away. I think you guys saw it open in one of my previous videos. And if you guys are actively looking for one of those, this is what they look like. Spire's Anomaly. So if you ever are trying to find one of those, because I know they're in the festive stuff, or to get tokens that way, that's how you can find them really quickly. Okay, so actually we can go in. We'll just go in and talk about it in there. So I think last time we used Rubidian's Furnace. I'm just gonna keep calling it Rubin's Furnace because I like it. I like that name better. Lots of minerals, some shock dogs, and I actually don't see so. Oh, so typically, right here is where we would see the javelin parts, and it's not there right now. So not super consistent, but I think this is maybe the second time I've never seen it there. So while these guys load in, we'll kind of go over the build, or not the build, sorry, the gear showcasing of Vassa's Arc. So Vassa's Arc, it's a detonator. It's an upgraded lightning coil. Power strike hit random targets. They're not so random, but sometimes if you're in like a group, it will go to one that you're not expecting it to hit. So that is something to consider. Multiple hits, which is a 3-hit, causes a large electric explosion, which you probably saw that happening. You don't actually, it's just like Ember's Lance. There's an explosion at the end. It's not necessarily priming them and detonating a combo. Even though it is a detonator, it is not priming them on its own. And I don't think that the Colossus has a component that automatically will cause a prime on its own for hit streaks, kind of like Elemental Ops does for the Ranger. Oh, actually, I want to show you one more thing with that. So damage numbers are real low on this, like lower than Ember's Lance. The recharge is a little bit higher. However, it does hit in a radius, and then because it's an electric coil, it does do electric damage, obviously, and then it has 100 for effect. So not bad for electric damage, but we'll kind of showcase off how it works and kind of what we're seeing. And just so you guys are aware, I have an additional 125% gear damage on this, so it's going to do double what the damage normally is. So just keep that in mind, please. All right, we'll go in here and just mess around with these guys because pretty sure it's going to knock them down pretty easily. All right, there we go. So yeah. Where is he? Okay. Looked like he was going below. So I've got a pretty good charge on this. So and this build has a lot of recharge, like gear recharge on it. So it'll get its charges back pretty quickly. And you'll kind of see that with a lot of my builds. Oh. So it was getting this guy up here. Now it's getting this guy down here. So ooh, I put it away too quick. So here's the thing with it. I'm trying to find a group so I can run it out. Similar to Ember's Lance, it needs stacks to be usable. So I'm just going to sit here and kind of let it do its work. I don't think it's going to do it fast enough, though. Actually, it's going to do it too fast. it might go down. So kind of just let it do its own thing in GM1. Just like put your shield up and like, okay, so it's out. And I don't know if you noticed, we'll run it out again. You can kind of aim it a little bit, but see how it hit that guy? And then I was trying to use it, and it will not let me use it if I don't have charges. So it's kind of the same in Ember's Lance of where it needs to recharge. Pretty much a stack before you can use it again. Unfortunately, I got a lot of recharge on this build. Actually, you see it right there. See, it refused to activate, even though I had a couple charges on it. So I'm gonna stand back and let it recharge a little bit. Actually, I'm just gonna mow these guys down. There's pretty sure you got the point of it taking down the grunts. So let's see if we can bait these guys out. Oh, see, like I'm aiming at this guy, but it hit him or them. So, and it's going for the ranger too. I'm like really far away from the ranger. Now the explosion is doing like a area of effect, and that's kind of like the Colossus's innate ability that it kind of has on its own. All right, so we'll go over to this firestorm and show them what we got. So, and even it looks like even behind cover, it'll hit. Yeah, it is hitting them behind cover. It's like peeking through. So if you got a lot of decent shield and you got really good charge and damage on this, you can just stand here and do this all day. But I just want to remind you, this is not the best part. Yeah. Yep. That was it. That's. So I want to turn down the volume a little bit. It's a little loud on my end. I'm concerned it'll be loud on your end too. So let me turn down that just a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's better. So yeah, pretty good. And you can fly around with this too. This will go while you're flying around. Actually, we know there should be 3 more outlaws down here, so we'll go down here real quick, and we can kind of showcase flying around with it. Oh, look at all these minerals. Okay, yeah, so... Oh, I fell. So hover with it, and then you can fly with it. So I'll fly by real quick and get the Tesla. Yeah, so... You just... This is as close to being a ranger with their ult as you're going to get. So... And then as you can see, right here, where it would show up, that little wheel would show up here. Even though it had approximately less than 5 charges, it will not let you use it. So. Okay, we'll back out up here and then kind of discuss GM3 with this. So the thing that I would say that you should pair this with, because it's a detonator, you should pair it with something that's going to prime. Pretty straightforward. However, you don't really need to, but it just makes more sense to use it that way. So normally I'll run, so on this build, I will typically run, let's see here so I can show you. I will run the green solvent, which is a primer. However, the ability that it has increases combos by 200%. So that's one of the reasons. I still use it to prime. However, my main primer is going to be my melee. So I come in, I'll melee them, and then I'll just keep this up while I'm doing it. And I'll show you that in GM3, because you'll kind of see, I'll just like be really annoying and just spamming my melee around, and then using this, and it'll be up the whole time detonating. So, all right, so we'll back out of this, and then we will go into GM3. Yeah, so you can't really see it very well. All right, there we go. So that is supermodel. So this lid will open during the supermodel end of match animation. I forget what these are called, but we'll skip through this. This really isn't important. Okay. GM1, so I know I didn't really get anything that's going to benefit me all that well. Select it all. See ya. Okay, exit. And we'll go into another one. Free play. GM3. No consumables again. And let's go.
Ready to start? Good. I'll look through all traffic for anything that needs our attention.
Okay, understood.
So, there's probably some people wondering, like, why am I spawning right here in front of the waterfalls, right out in front of Fort Tarsus, instead of just spawning right at the dungeon? Well, I do this for a couple reasons. One, I like looking at Bastion, just all around a Bastion, kind of given. So potentially the people who are watching this video might not even own the game, and they might be considering it, and then I want to help them understand, like, this is a gorgeous game. This, what the devs have done here is amazing. Mind you, there are some issues. I'm not going to try and denounce that, but like, this is something just to stand here and look out and just look around. It's pretty impressive. And you're probably seeing this video in 1080p, so it's potentially, if you have a better setup, it looks a whole lot better. That, and then this helps give me an idea server-wise, kind of what I'm dealing with. So sometimes I'll get put on a server that I don't think is necessarily very good, and then that way you guys can kind of see if I'm having issues, what to expect if there's a delay. So yeah, but we'll head over. Oh, somebody's out there already. I hope they're not farming outlaws. I might have to go somewhere else. Which I'm totally down for going somewhere else if that's what you guys want to see. Hey, yeah. Actually, I just want to. Let me just give them the. Okay, I'm out. I got things to do. Yeah, most people you run into are pretty friendly. Oh, and hey, we got some Groots down here. I hope they don't help me. I think they're going to try and help me. I'll just hang out for a second. Nope. They're off doing their own thing. I'll give them a chance to take off because I don't want to aggro the brutes towards them. Okay, they're pretty much gone. All right, so all right, let's do it to it. Let's see what some brutes got. Okay, yep, they don't seem to mind that at all. Just we'll see what we got here. Okay, so yeah, they're taking it. I wanted to see the fire explosion. You see how like it's affecting both of them, even though it's only doing it to one. The actual explosion of the area effect is to both of them. So I'm gonna give it a chance to recharge, and then I'm gonna show you what a combo kind of looks like with this. So, oh, did we get both of them? And then, yep, nice. So pretty good combo damage. Nothing special. All right, so we'll go in there and see how we do in the dungeon. Oh man. No materials. Sad. And then we'll see if there's a Titan down there again. Like I said, I think that's an RNG thing, and I'm not going to waste a lot of time trying to show you, like in GM3, what one of these gear items do against Titan. It's a Titan, so you kind of need to bring your A game regardless. Here we go. Parts. Alright, so we'll hang out up here where they spawn in, kind of discuss what the plan is. So I'm going to go down there. I'm going to show you kind of on its own how it works, how it affects them, what the explosions do in a group, and then we'll try and wipe out all the grunts and do a one-on-one with the Storm, and then a one-on-one with the Ranger. But yeah, I kind of anticipate this. It's just like every other video I've made so far. Is we're not going to do a lot of damage up front, and then I'll show you kind of what combos are with it and how powerful it can be. So here we go. And shields up. So the explosion hit the guy standing right next to him. So it's got a pretty good spread too. Overall, it's not doing a lot of damage though, and you can kind of direct it a little bit, but it kind of does have a mind of its own. All right, so I'm out of charges and I'm out of shield, so I need to back up a minute. Okay, so now I'll showcase comboing and how that works out. So it's up. I'm just gonna go around. And it's still going. I'm just kind of running around and meleeing, not even having to worry about detonators. Now, it has to recharge right now, so I can use it right now, but I have to wait to give it time to recharge. So if you're getting one of these, I really, really think you need to be cognizant of how many recharges it has on it. So I can kind of just let it do its thing, set it and forget it. Every once in a while, I need to come back in and check on it. Kind of just look down in the corner and see what your charges are and where they're at. But it doesn't take a lot of effort to use. You don't have to worry about any specific timing. You don't have to kind of like manage it very well. It's really just based on your charges and what kind of damage it's going to put out on its own. So, and then just to clarify too, I'm not like, I've got Fist of the Crucible on, so I'm not getting that 200 gear charge, kind of like what I was talking about with what my normal build is. So the combos this is doing is the combos they would do with the rolls I have. Oh. Alright, so got a few more outlaws to clean up, and then we will do some jab on jab action. So the good thing about this too is if you have like an interceptor on your fire team or in your group, and they are, oh, gotta let it recharge. So when you got like, I like this build with an interceptor because if there's an interceptor just laying down acid primer on everyone, it's just, if I have this up, it just lights up everybody. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So, even on that armored enemy, it did really good damage combo-wise. So, as far as just hitting the armored one on their own, still not a lot of damage. It's definitely doing something to their armor, but not a lot. Okay. I am going to retreat. And I might take down one of these storms, but I don't know which one yet. I think they're both ice storms. Actually, I want to take down this electric one. Pretty sure this is electric. I want to take them down because this is not going to do anything against them. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Alright. Okay. Let's just clear these guys out real quick. Okay. Let's see if we can get this Storm and Ranger to split up. Okay, there's the Storm. So we'll just do base damage against the Storm, see what we get. So the thing with electric, ooh, that's not good. That's not good. I'm frozen. Well, see how like I'm frozen and I couldn't move, and it was still doing something. So that's the good thing about it. You can truly just set it and forget it, sort of, to a degree. Obviously, if you run out of charges, you're kind of screwed. But the thing about electric damage is it takes down shields really well. But it's not. Overall, it's not doing a lot of damage. So now we'll try comboing them. We'll let them get their shield back. And that way I can get my shield back too. I can't wait for the Colossus mains to be like, oh, you got such a spongy Colossus. Yeah, this Colossus is more meant for combos and alt damage, so. Oh, and then something you can do is shield charge and flight the storms, and it'll take down a majority of their shields. Oh, man. So, there you go. Alright. Let me hide for a second and get... Okay. So their shield should be back, and we'll just see what we get with that, yeah. So, taking down their shield pretty quickly, and they're still getting the explosions, which are really nice. So if there's a group of them there, it would still be affecting everyone in the area. When it comes to armor, not doing so good. And actually my shield's about to go down, so... And I'm out of charges. That's it. That's all I got. So, barely, with all charges, barely got their shield down pretty well, but it didn't really do much else. And they're getting their shield back pretty quick. GM3. Oh, ooh, man. Forgot my shield was still up. Have to wait for it to recharge because I don't want to... Okay, so... Oh. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to shield rush them. Try and get their shield down. Okay. Oh. Alright, shield's down. Combo them. So, you know, your mileage may vary based on... oh, that was a freezing grenade. On your rolls, so you may be getting more or less damage out of it. We kind of see how I just got my shield up here, and I'm kind of just letting them have it. And every once in a while, I come in, combo, and that's it. So, not bad. You need to have really good rolls on it for it to be super effective, but let's see if there is a Titan down here. I think these guys being here means there's not going to be a Titan, but we'll take a look. If I can consistently get Titans to spawn, then I will start using these the gear against them to kind of showcase what they do. I probably won't take on a Titan because I don't want to spend too much time in here, but I'll just kind of show you generally what it does. And I'm not seeing a Titan. Nope, just all outlaws. So we'll fly back out, and then I'll kind of give you my final thoughts. Oh, hey, hold on. Not so lucky. Oh, I messed that up. So that's kind of the real reason to come in dungeons, other than just farming enemy types, is to find chests. And those chests have a good, well, have a possibility of dropping a legendary. So if you're in GM3 and you're just clearing out enemies, make sure to thoroughly check through to verify if there's a chest there. Okay. So, Vassa's Arc. Let's check the boxes. Let's see which ones it meets and which ones it don't. So, is it efficient? It's pretty efficient. It seemed very efficient to me. I mean, you can see I didn't even really have to do anything. I just walk around and let it do its own thing. So I have a racing build for all my javelins. So when I do the time trials out in Bastion, and I actually have this on it. So when I'm flying by, it will hit targets as I'm flying by and knock them down without me having to even like worry about them at all. I don't even have to do anything, and it will knock them back if it gets the 3-hit explosion. Is it viable? Oh yeah, it's definitely viable. 100% viable. This is actually probably one of the most viable things I think I've had in a build yet, possibly. And then, is it fun? Oh yeah, it was definitely fun. Just coming in, doing a melee, and this is up the whole time while you're just doing this. Just, it's kind of doesn't take a lot of thought either, so it's super chill, it's super relaxed. That's not really something I like to do, so I don't use this build too much because of that. It's more like if there's an event, something going on, and I really need to go and GM through with the Colossus and really either farm specific whatever, then I'll bring this because I know it'll get the job done pretty well. However, I told you guys I was going to do something, and I think I'm going to have to go outside to do it. This was something that I found people doing in the beta, and I think for a little while they took it away. But I think you guys will like this. I think this will really help you determine if you kind of want to spend a lot of coin to get a really good roll, or if you even want to buy one when it comes through the store, or if you want to keep yours. This is kind of like the main reason I even have Fist of Crucible. I like using the Fist of Crucible, but as we've already kind of determined, I just like the fire stuff in this game anyways, so. Now I like to go somewhere with a lot of room. just because I like to kind of like mess around. And this is another reason I like having a lot of charges on Vassa's Arc. Typically towards the end of a... Oh, sorry, gotta go for that. Typically towards the end of, especially if I'm doing Tyrant Mine, towards the end of the Stronghold, I'll kind of flaunt this and show everybody. I haven't seen anyone else do it yet, though. So, we'll get out here, get some space. So, I got Vassa's Arc on, and here's my flamethrower. So now I'm basically a flying Colossus, or a flying Drago Colossus. So as long as Vassa's Arc is up and going, and you have enough charges, you can do this for as long as you can stay in the air, really. It's a little goofy, but I think it's pretty funny. So. I know you're probably like, wait, that's it? I think it's pretty good. I like to do that towards the end of Strongholds. I'll just, after we're done and over with, I'll just kind of flip it up and just fly around in circles. Just throwing them around. So. It's kind of janky with the animation. You can't really control too much of the flight, but yeah, it's pretty fun. So yeah, if you look at my builds, you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't even switch builds here. Well, as you can tell, this one is called the Electric Drago. I've got a Fire Drago. I think actually I showed off the Fire Drago in Ruben's Furnace. And then I've got the Ice Drago, and then I think the Acid Drago. It's just goofy names that I make for my builds, but Vassa's Arc. If you're going to go for one, I go for one that has charges because you can do cool stuff like that. And then it's one of those things where you don't really have to pay too much attention to it. Just every once in a while look down at your charges and see where it's at. But melee has no, like, you can just keep meleeing over and over and over and over. So as far as primers go, it would make more sense. And then if they have a fire resistance, then that probably might be a better reason to have Green Solvent instead. Just because then you can prime them with acid. Because almost everything primes with acid. So, but I'm gonna say yes to this. Vassa's Arc, really good. Oh, sorry, no, that was wrong. Just a thumbs up. I didn't get to it fast enough. So definitely a buy if you want something for that. If you're looking for a combo build with that. So, well, see you guys in Bastion.